So, I got my first Book Depository delivery. I don't know why they sent it separately because I ordered 5 books, but this is the first one that arrived, so I'm gonna open it now.
But maybe I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dat wist ik.
Yeah.
Can you put it like this?
Yes. So I got To Kill a Kingdom.
Yeah.
This is a Little Mermaid retelling, and I like fairy tales, and I've heard mixed opinions. I heard it's good, I heard it's not really that good, at least the second part isn't. This is...
Ik kan het helemaal niet lezen.
I'm gonna read it back, and I'm really curious. I have a heart for every year I've been alive. There are 17 hidden in the sand of my bedroom. Every so often I claw through the shingle just to check they're still there, buried deep and bloody.
Nee, dat gaan we niet zeggen.
Princess Lyra is siren royalty and revered across the sea until she is cursed into humanity by the ruthless Sea Queen. Now Lyra must deliver the heart of the infamous siren killer or remain a human forever. Prince Elian is heir to the most powerful kingdom in the world and captain to a deadly crew of siren hunters. When he rescues a drowning woman from the ocean, she promises to help him destroy siren kind for good, but he has no way of knowing whether he can trust her. Hey, Spook! Shivan! So today I got in my mail my second part of my Book Depository order. This should be 4 more books, and I will unpack them now. Let's see. Okay, so the first book I'm gonna grab out of this is Howl's Moving Castle. I ordered this because I really liked the anime movie that I watched, and this should be really interesting. This is about, well, a moving castle, obviously. And let's just read back. "How about making a bargain with me?" said the demon. "I'll break your spell if you agree to break this contract I'm under." In the land of Ingari, where 7-league boots and cloaks of invisibility really exist, Sophie Hatter attracts the unwelcome attention of the Witch of the Waste, who puts a curse on her. Determined to make the best of things, Sophie travels to the one place where she might get help, the moving castle, which hovers on the nearby hills. But the castle belongs to the dreaded wizard Howl, whose appetite, they say, is satisfied only by the hearts of young girls. So I know the story. My book is a bit bent at the back. Hopefully we can adjust it when it's crushed and smushed in between other books. Okay, so the next book is... oh, look at this. This is Spark by Alice Broadway. This is the sequel to Ink, and I've read Ink. That has also a beautiful cover like this. And it appears that all these books are a bit dented at the back. A really shame. But this is a really pretty cover. I don't know if you can see it in this lighting. and the back says there are always two sides to every story. So since this is a sequel, I can't really tell you much about this, but Ink is about a girl named Leora, and they live in a world where everything that you accomplish is inked or marked on your body by tattoos, and I found that really interesting and I liked it and I wanted to continue, so that is why I ordered Spark. And there are more books in here. I have ordered Sight because everyone on BookTube is talking about this and it really sounded interesting. This is a dystopian world about, where people don't die anymore, so they have sight or something. That is what I've heard. I'm gonna just read the back now first. Thou shalt kill. What if that was the only thing left to control? In a perfect world, the only way to die is to be gleaned by a professional sight. When Citra and Rowan are chosen to be apprentice sights, they know they have no option but to learn the art of killing. However, the terrifying responsibility of choosing their victims is just the start. Corruption is the order of the day, and Citra and Rowan need to stick together to fight it. Then they are told that one of them will have to glean the other. Well, that is something that I don't really remember hearing on BookTube, but still, I am really curious about this world, and I've heard this is a really good book, and there is also a sequel, but I'm just gonna read this one first before I order that. And last in my collection is Alias Hook by Lisa Jensen. I always forget to mention the author. This site was by Neil Schusterman, if you haven't heard about that. Alias Hook, I really thought it would be smaller because I had a really good bargain on this. This was not really expensive, but I ordered this because Liana from Liana's Library likes this book because it's Peter Pan retelling, and I'm not really that into Peter Pan, but I just found this interesting as well. Just let me see. Alias Hook. Oh no, that is a review. Let's see. Every child knows how the story ends. The wicked pirate captain is flung overboard, caught in the jaws of the monster crocodile who drags him down to a watery grave. But it was not yet my time to die. It's my fate to be trapped here forever, in a nightmare of childhood fancy with that infernal eternal boy. Meet Captain James Benjamin Hook, a witty, educated Restoration-era privateer cursed to play villain to a pack of malicious little boys in a pointless war that never ends. Then Stella Parrish, a forbidden grown woman, dreams her way to the Neverland in defiance of the boys' rules. From the lurid erotic glamour of the fairy revels, to the ceremonies of the first tribes, to the mysterious underwater temple beneath the mermaid lagoon, the magical forces of the Neverland open up for Stella as they never have for Hook. In Hook himself, she begins to see someone far more complex than the storybook villain. With her knowledge of folk and fairy tales, she might be his last chance for redemption. But nothing is won in the Neverland without the forfeit of something else, and the price of Hook's freedom may be more than he can bear to pay. Well, that certainly sounds interesting. I really thought this would be a smaller book, but it is, let's see how many pages this is. It's 382 pages. Well, it should be fairly fast, but this is actually, I like this cover. This is a bit shiny and gold, and just says the title right here. So that was my Book Depository order, and I have at least 5 more books now in my collection. These are the 4, the other one is already on my shelf, so I'm really curious. take me a couple of months to get through these at least, so let's get started on that.